talk about I'm going to be on the road with them. And on March 13th in Laguna Hills, California, they're going to be discussing accessing the Akashic realms. And then I'll be in New York the last week of the month, and I'll be at the New Life Expo there, and I'll be doing some lectures and workshops on a variety of topics, and then also at the Meta Center on March 29th, and they're going to be discussing the alchemy of sound. So they've got a lot of things that they're discussing.
Well, and that being said, I want to invite everyone to your website, Wendy, while you're mentioning that, because I was on there. I go in and frequently check out, where you're at and check your schedule before I invite you on the show and make sure you haven't got already something planned. Her website is higherfrequencies.net. And that is posted right to the front page of my website. For those of you who are on my website, you can simply just click on the link and it'll take you right to Wendy's site. Okay, very good.
All right, so why don't I get out of the way?
All right. We miss you.
Yes, hello, dears. This is the Ninth Dimensional Pleiadian Collective, and we are very happy and very honored to once again have an opportunity to connect with all of you. It may seem a bit strange to you, but for those who are listening in, we've already been connecting for the last several hours with you, kind of tuning in to you and your energies, so we're able to be in multiple places at once. And as you already set the intention that you're going to tune in for the evening, we already connect with you. So we're very, very happy to have the opportunity because we learn a great deal from you, and we want you to be aware of that this isn't just one-sided. It's not that we're giving you information, but we're also learning from you because you are playing a challenging game down on the planet where you are working in a very dense game where you've got extremes of duality, and it can be very challenging. So you're teaching the rest of us really how to work with integration, of letting go of all of your judgments of duality in a very dense state that you think that you're separate from source energy. And that's one of the things that we actually wanted to discuss with you this evening was your sense of connection with source energy. It doesn't require hours of meditation. It doesn't require that you eat a special diet, that you perform a special ritual. If you'd like to do those things, then by all means, go right ahead, but it's not required. All you have to do is get yourself heart-centered. And one of the things that we like to recommend to all of you, and many of you who've connected with us before have heard us give instruction on how to do this, but we're going to tell you again because it's the most powerful thing that we can suggest that you do, but it's also the simplest thing that you can do. And that is to find an image of an animal or a place that puts a smile on your face. And normally when you check in, when you find this image, what will happen is you will start to feel expanded. You'll feel lighthearted, warm, tingly, uplifted, joyful, any one of a number of things. But the idea is for you to feel happy. And what this does is it taps you into unconditional love. It plugs you right into source energy. And one way for you to think of it is plugging into a wall outlet. You've got an unlimited supply of energy. So if you're feeling fatigued or if you are upset or angry or feeling fearful, shame, blame, guilt, any of the lower frequencies, by finding this image, you are changing and altering your vibrational field and allowing yourself to increase your vibration and plug back into source energy. Now what happens is that it's like you're standing in a 6-foot wide column or data stream, as we like to say, in which you can connect to information regarding your other lifetimes, that you can connect with your higher self, with your guides, with your celestial friends. You can see solutions to problems that you're having. You can, think outside the box, as it were. But most importantly, what you can see is a brand new perspective. So if you're having a really difficult time seeing why you keep repeating patterns or why you're so angry or frustrated, what you're doing when you're in this expanded state is shifting your perspective and seeing how you as a co-creative being have generated this for yourself. You're not a victim, all right? Victim or perpetrator, it's not just one-sided. Those are all contracted and play that out with others, so you co-create with other beings. You are not solely responsible in the sense that you did something and others suffered because of your choice and your choice alone. No, they agreed to play the opposite role, and you agreed to help them to create that experience. But what it does is, it helps you to shift your perspective so that you can integrate it, so you can let go of your judgment that is creating the discomfort in the first place. One of the things that trips all of you up is the fact that you perceive yourself as being separate from Source, separate from others, but that is the name of the game down here. That's what allows you the unique perspective of the third dimensional reality, that you think that you're separate. In no other dimension do you experience this perspective of reality. So it's very unique, and it allows for unique experiences. But you're coming to the end of the game, and increasing your vibration and shifting dimensions requires that this illusion be dissolved. And that's where you're all at right now. You're trying to dissolve this illusion of separation. And having a healthy relationship with yourself and connecting to Source energy through yourself. And in the way we described, that's a very simple, quick way to get there. Because a lot of you say, I don't know what that means to connect with Source energy. How does one connect? Well, tune into yourself. Hold joy, hold love in your body, in yourself. Love yourself. And that will connect you with Source energy. One of the things that was on the list that we wanted to talk about here was the difference between healthy relationships and codependent relationships. When you establish this connection within yourself, it allows you the ability then to connect to others in a very healthy way. Many of you, after coming off of Valentine's Day, are very activated around this issue, which is in part why we wanted to talk about it, because you can see yourself as wanting to connect with others, but you've got to connect first and foremost with yourself and love. Because if you don't establish this connection, all right, what you do is you want to try and connect with Source energy, but rather than this connection running vertically through your body, what you do is you project it horizontally out to others to try and connect with them and get connected to Source through them. Because that's how you experience love down here on the planet. It's the closest thing to unconditional love and connection with Source energy is the love that you have with others, romantic partnerships. So when you run that energy horizontally through another person,